You are perfectly safe in your bunker, you have plenty of food and water and even plumbing. The problem is that you are alone and there is a zombie outside. Out of sheer boredom you teach it to speak, and now it's trying to convince you to let it in. Dave sat alone in the cafeteria, slowly stirring canned asparagus, the last little bit of food on his tray. He scrunched up his face in disgust. He didn't like canned asparagus, he didn't hate it, but it would never be his favorite. He tried to chew it as little as possible before swallowing, keeping it in the far back in his mouth and following up every bite with a sip of water to wash out the taste. The light bulb 2 tables over began to fizzle in and out. After a few seconds it blinked out entirely. He sighed, mentally making the note to get a replacement bulb later before dinner. Dave looked around at the large empty room full of tables. This base was made to house hundreds of people for years. It was never meant for a single person. It was never made for Dave alone. He stood up and took the chip tray he'd been eating off for almost a year over to the kitchen sink. He began to scrub the tray, but quit after a few seconds. He felt the full unbearable weight of his loneliness. Dave turned on his radio. "Hey Z, you there?" He called into the mic. The intercom speaker above his head crackled. "Dave?" queried the zombie.